This video is long overdue. Hey guys, what's up? Sermo11 here with my review of episode 2 of Miraculous, Tales of Ladybug and Cat Noir. This is episode 2, The Bubbler. And technically this is episode 1 in the United States, but really it's episode 2 overall. So yeah, I'm going with the wiki and what the fans have said about the episode number because I'm pretty sure they're correct. And it sucks because I'm caught up on the show, so my thoughts have kind of changed, but I'll include them anyway and take some of the thoughts in this video with a grain of salt because it's the first episode. I had some complaints about it, and I wanted to include those in the video, even if my thoughts have changed with watching more episodes of Miraculous. And I'll probably be reviewing the first few episodes, and then after that, it's whatever I think need to review. I actually was going to review 6 episodes, which is it's the first 6 episodes they aired in the United States, but I wasn't really feeling it. I like the show, but it's just like I wasn't really feeling like rewatching the episodes, just because like the way the show goes, I don't really feel like rewatching it. So I wanted to review 2 other episodes that I really enjoyed, but yeah, you'll hear about those in the other review if you watch the other review, but I won't be really talking about those. So yeah, the opening of the show, it's okay. It's narrated by the main character, Marionette, and I'm pretty sure it shows some hints as to what's to come in the show. The way the show is written is that you can jump in from any episode, and I think that hurts it, in my opinion at least. You know, you can jump in any episode because the information given in the episode is pretty much the same. Like you'll get a gist of like who the characters are and everything from the episode. Like it's not that hard. Again, this is episode 2. Episode 1 and episode 2, you can jump in with either one. You can jump in with any of the episodes because the characters, there's no like introduction like, hi, I'm this person or whatever. And it doesn't really matter what order you meet like the side characters or anything like that. So plot of the episode. It's, well, I gotta go through the characters first, sorry. Our 2 main characters are Marionette, and what a name, and Adrian, aka Ladybug and Cat Noir. So Marionette is Ladybug, and Adrian is Cat Noir. I think these are all French names because it's in Paris, so I like that they're doing that, you know, keeping it in the country or whatever. Marionette, she seems pretty normal. I didn't really have anything to say on her. That's kind of how she described herself, as a normal girl. So yeah, I didn't really have anything. You don't get that much of her character from the episode. It's just like, oh, she's shy around this guy she likes. Okay, that makes sense. And Adrian, he's a rich kid who wants a normal life. That's what I got from his character. Marionette's best friend is Alia, something like that. And Adrian's best friend is Nino. So, plot of the episode. It's Adrian's birthday and Marionette's really excited. Adrian wants a party, but his dad won't agree to it. And Marionette is trying to give her gift to Adrian, but she's, you know, struggling talking to him and everything. And we also get to see the other rich character, Chloe, she's kind of just a plain jerk. But she's also like the stereotypical girl bully, so they might want to work on that. Adrian, he lives in this big mansion with his dad, and I think I don't know if the secretary lives there, but she works there. And Marionette ends up taking her gift to his house, and Adrian's dad seems, I wouldn't say like a jerk or anything, but he just seems like he doesn't have time to be with this kid, and I feel like that might have affected him in a way. It seems like Adrian grew up in that sort of environment with his father not being around, someone else taking care of him. And he ends up telling his secretary to buy a gift for his son, which is kind of, would you say heartless? I don't know. It's just, that's something you should do. I feel like even if you're a busy man running this company, I feel like you should also be able to make time for your son, or at least be able to buy him a gift or something like that. But he didn't tell the secretary to buy the gift beforehand, so she's like, oh, I don't have a gift. And Nino, he comes to Adrian's place to ask about the party, and he gets rejected. And the way Nino speaks, it's so odd and kind of childish. I'm going to be calling the show childish throughout this review and the other review. I'm just going to tell you now. He says dude a lot. He says a lot of, you know, he sounds like a surfer, you know. He's like, dude, yeah, dude. That's not how he sounds, but I'm trying. And he stutters when he's nervous. He's just kind of over the top. And the series is basically built on emotions. I kind of hate to compare it to anime due to how childish the show is, because I feel like a show that's childish is like in a different category than anime, and I feel like this is supposed to be like up there with like anime and stuff, but I feel like because of what happened to this show, which I'll be talking about later, I feel like that's kind of like why I'm not going to put it in the category with anime or anything like that. But Noragami, it's a good anime series to compare it to. Emotions literally create monsters in Noragami, and they harm others, you know. And in Miraculous, Nino is upset over adults in general. So the main villain, Hawkmoth, he takes advantage of this. He creates a power from an interest or an item that the person is carrying, and he sends a little butterfly called an Akuma, aka demon, and it gives them powers. And the power is to help them fix their solution, you know, not fix their solution, but fix their situation, and then accomplish Hawkmoth's goal, which is to take the Miraculous from Ladybug and Cat Noir, you know, Marionette and Adrian. And I like the idea of giving people powers, but I wish it would stick for more than one episode. It's kind of, again, it's it's childish that these powers don't stick around for too long. It's very episodic. So Nino, he becomes the bubbler, and he kidnaps all the adults in the city. And by the way, this show, again, I said this, but in the review, this is where I say it. The show takes place in France, and that's really cool and different. I like the location. It's different from being like in places in the United States. You know, it's good to have like a different location or whatever. I also had one more thing that I wanted to say, but I forgot. Oh, I wanted to say, I don't understand, like, I guess because they're best friends, but I don't understand why Nino is so like involved with Adrian's life. I don't really like that. I don't know. I feel like if I told my friends, like, if I had any issues or anything, like, oh, I can't throw a party, I don't think anyone would flip out over that, because it's not really a big deal. But I guess, like, if you're a child who's been, like, sheltered or whatever, I guess it's a big deal. So basically, Marionette or Adrian notices a problem going on, and they transform. That's kind of how the show goes. And it's usually Marionette, since she is the main character, but it's also true in this episode that she's the first one to transform and notice the issue in the town. The transformations are with these little things called Kiwami? Kiwami? I don't know. They don't say this actual term in the show at all. They haven't said it so far. I'm guessing the creator confirmed the term or something, so yeah, it was on the wiki. And they are sprite-like creatures that help people with Miraculouses transform. They help them transform, and the Miraculouses are jewelry. Marionette, she has earrings, and Adrian has a ring. Reviewing the episodes actually helps me because I found this information on the wiki, and I didn't know it, so that was good for me. And Nino, as the bubbler, he throws Adrian a party, which he tries to enjoy, but it just doesn't work out for Adrian. He just can't enjoy it. It's just not right, because it's not normal. You know, Nino is controlling everyone with the music, so it's not like a legit party. It's not like a real party or anything like that. And I'm putting so many of my thoughts into this review. It's going to be kind of long, but Ladybug, she uses a power called Lucky Charm, and each of the superheroes, they have a superpower, and hers is called Lucky Charm. Both characters have these special powers, but they make their suits run out, I guess is a better way of saying it. Like, they make their overall powers run out very fast. I think the limit was like 5 minutes or something after they use these abilities. And her power literally gives her what she needs. It's weird, because it's like she looks around and then she sees something and it's like, oh, I use it right here, and that's how I save the day. Based on the episodes, the Kiwami, or however you say it, they don't really give them super strength or anything like that. It seems like they just give them... Okay, well, Ladybug, she gets a yo-yo, and Cat Noir gets a stick, and it just seems like they get more agile. To me at least, it seems like they don't really get that many powers from these little sprite things. And they end up fighting the bubbler and winning the fight with her Lucky Charm power, of course. And again, I've watched more of this show, so my thoughts have changed, but this is another childish plot line, because it's the same thing every episode. Hawkmoth sends an Akuma out, they stop the Akuma, then the day is saved, and he's pretty much saying, I'll get you next time, Ladybug and Cat Noir. And then Marionette, after she destroys the evil person's, I don't know what you would call it, but like they have like personal items that the Akuma go into. After she like destroys that or something, the Akuma comes out, and then she says, "No more evil doing for you, little Akuma." And I'm sorry, but I hate this line. It's in every episode, and she de-evilizes the Akuma, and her powers somehow make everything go back to normal, with the person forgetting what they've done as a villain. So, in this episode, the secretary ends up giving Marionette's gift to Adrian as a gift from his father. I didn't really like this. It kind of made me hate the secretary, because it's like, this is so dishonest. Like, you couldn't have gone to the store and just gotten him anything. Like, the day wasn't even over. But, whatever. That's kind of the end of the episode review. I want to clarify a few things so this review doesn't come out as overly negative, because I thought it was overly negative as I was writing it, and like as I'm talking about it, it sounds overly negative, but apparently cartoon fans and anime fans love this show. What happens to the original anime art style? If you don't know, originally this show had a more mature concept, but the creator, he couldn't find anyone to air the show, so he had to change the concept, and now it's more childish. And based on this episode, I'd say it's very generic. You know, the plot doesn't really go anywhere since you can jump in any episode. The 3D art style, while it does look good, and it's not bad in any way, I just don't really like it. I feel like an anime art style will stand out more than the 3D style, and I feel like an anime art style will probably last longer for a TV show. Me at least, I don't know if I would like to try a show that has like a 3D art style. I feel like I'd be more inclined to try a show that has a 2D art style, but that's me. The original theme of the show dealt with political themes for young adults, and I'm surprised the networks were into that. I think that could have been very good, and there were like other characters in the show, like other heroes, and the creator was going to have like other heroes with different ways of becoming superheroes and stuff. He was trying to build a universe. He's still trying to build a universe, so that's pretty cool. And then at the end of the day, this show is for kids. It's simple as that. It's very Saturday morning cartoonish. I'm starting to like mess up my speech more. And it comes out on Sundays, which is a weird day to air. That's church day. And I just feel like networks ruin this show's potential. We have a lot of good cartoons these days, and they're better than this because they appeal to everyone, and some of them even tell good stories. And this show can appeal to older kids too, but I feel like the childish elements bring it right back down to the intended audience. And I realize they're working with what they have because they have to appeal to the kids, but Adrian knew who Nino was right away. So he knows the bubbler, but he doesn't know who Ladybug is, and everyone has the same voice. It's not like Batman, for some reason, he makes his voice deep when he puts the mask on or something like that. And this show had potential to appeal to kids, teens, and adults. That's my opinion. I'm guessing it still does, but the mature concept would have probably done better, in my opinion. So Ladybug is getting an anime OVA, and the show does get better as it goes on. It's childish, but it's still enjoyable. I like waiting for new episodes every week. I like the show. Seasons 2 and 3 have been confirmed, and I'd love for them to try to push for more of a story plot slowly, with Nickelodeon or whatever. And maybe let the friends keep their powers or have a reoccurring villain besides Hawkmoth, who they'll probably fight in the last episode or something. And anyways, that's my review. Sorry guys, I got cut off. Someone came here with some mail. So anyways, that's my review of episode 2 of Ladybug, which is episode 1 in America. Tell me what you thought. I'm Surmo11. My social media is below. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time, and peace out. Miraculous. I don't know the lyrics. Thanks for watching. Goodbye. What am I doing with my life?